So every single year, whenever a new iPhone comes out, many people still end up purchasing and buying the latest iPhones for some reason. Now, I have no idea why they do this. I've seen this so many times throughout my life. So what I want to hit on is basically the wrong ways of buying an iPhone. Now, the first thing I'd recommend telling you is that if you're planning on buying an iPhone, whenever the next iPhone comes out, within a month, in between. So if it's September 12th that the iPhones are being announced, from August to September or from September to October, you should really change the way you're looking at certain iPhones. So for example, right now, the iPhone 14, if you're going to buy that brand new, you might as well wait a little bit longer if you're planning on buying it in August, because come September, you're probably going to end up getting that specific iPhone for a much cheaper value. And then a month from the September date, you're already going to be able to probably see some of these phones in the used market, which is few and far between. They're not going to be that much lower, but you're going to see a ton of trade-in deals. You're going to see a ton of things like that going on with your service providers. So you are almost always better off just holding off and pretty much not purchasing an iPhone the month prior to your specific iPhone release date. Now, I would also add on top of that, if you're planning on buying an iPhone after, let's say you plan on buying like a, iPhone, let's say September, 13th or 15th or whenever it comes out, you are so much better off also waiting until you see some sort of trade-in deals for your service providers or your cell providers. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, typically, like I mentioned before, if you have let's say you have T-Mobile, well, what you could do is you could just go ahead and pick up, a T-Mobile iPhone within a trade-in deal. So if, let's say, Verizon is doing a trade-in deal, if you trade in your older iPhone, you can pay $150 and then get the iPhone 15. You might as well go do something like that, especially if you already have those cell providers, rather than actually going through and purchasing these iPhones in the brand new market. That is also another massive way to go ahead and purchase a new iPhone. The wrong way, I would say, in that specific case, is to actually go ahead and buy the latest iPhone, from Apple, and then basically just keep your older iPhone laying around, or not even trade in your older iPhone to Apple. That is another thing that could probably cause, I would say, a tiny bit of an issue. You are, like I said, better off probably going down the direction of purchasing that specific iPhone from your service provider. It's another big, massive thing I would recommend doing. Now, on top of that, almost always you are pretty much better off as well going through and trading in your older iPhone even to Apple, if that's the case, because at least in that case, you can, save a little bit of money. You can always go through and, sell it in the used market as well. But that's another example of something I would recommend doing. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.